In this video, I'm going to show you how to create Instagram posts here in Google Slides. So if you're trying to create some Instagram posts using Google Slides, here's how to do it. Well, first of all, you'll have to change the orientation of your slides depending on what type of post you're trying to create. Now, there are 3 dimensions that you can choose from. You can have the dimensions 1080 by 1350, 1080 by 1080, that's your square post, and 1080 by 1920. And these are in pixels. So to change the dimensions of your slides, all you have to do is to go to File, here in the menu bar, there we go, then select Page Setup. We are going to click on this one right here and go to Custom. Here in our Custom, we have our units, which we are going to change to pixels. So right now, the pixels of our current slide would be 960 by 540. And what we're just going to do is to change this into, again, the specific dimensions that we want for our Instagram post. So a square post is 1080 by 1080 in pixels again. Click on Apply, and this is what it's going to look like. So you can already start creating your Instagram post right here depending on the topic that you're trying to go on with. You can add your text, your shapes, your images, stickers, whatever you need to add, you can add them right here. So I have an example right here. I've already started with this topic. So this is a topic about losing weight with better posture. We have our elements, which is our text right here, our image, more text with a text box, and a shape. So you can add as many elements as you want. Here on the second one, I have again, this time a shape in the background of my text box, a sticker right here which is animated, some images, and other shapes that I have added to highlight these images. And for the last one, what I want to do is to create an explanation how this better posture help you lose weight. So how am I going to do that? Well, first I'm going to add a title slide. So I'm just going to add a text box right here. There we go, and enter my text. So this is the text that I'm going to put on this slide or on this third post. So why posture affects weight loss? I'm going to format this in any way I want. I'm going to select that, go and select another type of font. I'm going to use bitter and put it in semi-bold right there. Change the font size. There we have it. What I'm going to do is to resize this text box to have it look this way. Reposition that in any way you want. And what I'm going to do is to change the font color. There we go, or the text color. I'm going to have it in this color right here. And within that, I'm going to highlight some text. And I can highlight text by just selecting that text within that text box. Go to the highlight color right here and select the color that I want for that word. There we go. I can also just change the text color into a different one. And that is what it's going to look like. I'm also going to do it with these words right here. Select another highlight color and change the text color as well. So that is good as it is with the simple adding of highlight colors and changing the text color within that highlight color. You're creating this type of effect. And finally, I just want to add a light bulb image for this background. So I'm going to go to Stock and Web right here, then put in the word light bulb in a search bar, go to stickers, select the one that you want to insert, click on it, and it will automatically be inserted. Close that off. Now I can just reposition this, resize it, and rotate it as well by clicking that at the top. Then right-clicking and ordering it to the back. Reposition it again if you're not satisfied with that. And there you have it. One last slide that I can create. I can just add another slide right here with the same dimensions as the rest of my slides. So for this one, I'm going to already explain with 4 points how your posture can affect your weight loss. This time, instead of just putting in some bullet points like so, I'm going to add some shapes, and within those shapes will be those points. So here's my first shape, which I'm just going to copy and paste. There we go. Paste again. Align it with the rest. Like so. There you have it. Now I have everything selected. Reposition it, making sure it's centered. And now I'm going to format it all at the same time. So remove that border color and select the same color that we use for our text right here. And there you have it. Now what I'm going to do is to just input my text or those points within those shapes. So you can definitely input some text within those shapes without having to put in a text box on top. But of course you can still do that. It's totally up to you. So what I'm just going to do is to input my text within those shapes. I'm just going to paste it. There you have it. Now I'm going to format it right away so I can just copy the format to the rest of my shapes. So I'm going to go to a fig tree right here, put it in semi-bold, increase the text size, make sure it's readable. There you have it, and change the text color into gray or white, whichever works for you. There you have it. So it's not as harsh as a white one, which makes light gray a great color to use for your text, especially when you're using a darker background. So this one, I'm going to paste my next point. There I go. Paste the other one right here. And the last one. There you have it. Now what I'm going to do is to click on this shape. Go to the paint format right here. And what it does is copy the format that I did on this first shape to the next one, without having to repeat all those steps all over again. So again, paint format, and there you have it. So with those easy steps, I was able to create these points in explaining how your posture affects your weight loss. So of course, we can add more elements to here, maybe add another background about breathing or your muscles or being active. So you can add as many elements right here. It's quite simple. It brings out the point. Maybe I can just highlight some of the words. If I want to highlight this word right here, I can just go to highlight, select a different color. There you have it. Breathing, same color, more active, and calorie burn. There you go. So with these simple steps that you can follow, you can create this great Instagram post using Google Slides. And of course, your last step would be to download these as images. If you have a few, you can just download them one by one, going to File, select Download, and select JPEG or PNG. But if you're trying to download this all at the same time, you can watch my other video on how you can save multiple slides as images here in Google Slides. I'll be leaving a card at the top right corner for you to check out. Thank you for watching this tutorial. Make sure to subscribe for more helpful videos, and I will see you in the next one.